Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi. Hope you all are doing well. So right in the previous video, we already learned about this particular dashboard, that how to make that out and how the other things working out, right? Okay, now further today I'll be letting you know how to put up the filters and how to do up some filters onto your data and the things like that, right? We're discussing up those. So what I'm going to take is that we can just simply take over this particular, let's say the genus over my rows. So these are my genus which we are having in here. And for those genus, we can simply find on the ratings. Okay, great. So yeah, this one makes up the sense. It doesn't make that out. And this one is a more simple table. My stack bar plot, my this particular one, and instead of ratings, what if I take up some other thing? Okay, with the genus, I will take up let's say installs. Okay, I will just first remove up this rating from here. I will just remove this, and I'm gonna remove this as well from here. Okay, only genus and installs you're having. Installs goes here goes my genus. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't make up too much of sense. Genus, let's say if I take down and this if I take over this. Okay, and though both I just take over the rows now, it's a little bit of one which you can see it gives us a little bit of insights regarding the ones. Okay. So if I take over the type onto my columns, that what type of like app was that, and even we can just take up some price as well, let's say onto my columns. Okay, it's too much, right? I just need to first remove up all of those particular columns like that, and then this one. Yeah, I will just remove up this installs as well from here. Okay, I am only having up the genus, and that's why I'm going to take over my color option. So see here now you are having up too many of color options, right? So now you do not need to have up these over here. It's not needed. Right, because these much of colors are not at all needed for our clear demonstration. Right, that is the respective reason. Now genus is actually done, and that genus are gonna be belonging to my size column, and genus will go over my rows like this. Okay, so yeah, this particular bar plot is the one which could be made on. Next is this my bubble plot, my bubble chart. Okay, right away, and then we can just make up this area chart and the things like that. Now up till now you must have gotten the idea that what type of plots can be made and what sort of things we can do. Now let's say this is my current version. I selected that. I just go over this particular drop down option. Now see here we are having many options in the manner you want to create up a group. So you can create up a group from here. Okay, you can transform means splitting your data. You can split up your data according to your choice. Now if you want to change up the data type, let's say this is the string and you want to make that a number or anything, so you can change up the data type. Okay, now right away you are having some default properties regarding the comment, the color, the shape, and sorting options. So these default properties you are having. Now group by means that how do you want to group by your data, means you want the data source table or you want to group by that in a folder. So no, that data source table is the one which is perfectly okay. Right, further we are having this hierarchy. So now if you want you can create up a hierarchy as well right away here according to your choice. If I want I can create up a group. So let's do one thing. Let's create up a group for this current version. I'm going to go over one second. I'm going to go with this option current version and I'm going to create our group here. So click on create and then go to your group option. See what is the field name? You can add up a field name according to your choice, right? And these are the options, these are the respective points which you are having up into this other data. Now if you want to find the other members, you can just you can click on include, so it will include up the others as well, right? And the field name you can set that according to your choice just above right away where the field name option is given to you to set on. So that are the things which you can actually put up, and let's say if you click over the OK button, so it will create up a new group for you. Let me show you. If I click over the OK, so see what it had given me away here, current version group. Now that's my group which is being actually made in up here. Now what is the use of the group here? So see guys, let's say you want to have some columns in one group and you want to plot that at one single time. So you can just simply drag and drop up that particular group name, and all of the respective columns which are inside that group, all of those get plotted and the things like that, right? So for making up the things like that in a manner, this group option is actually used out. Okay. Now you can add up the columns inside that. You can add up the things, or you can simply go ahead and put up the different sort of types here. Right. That's the thing which you can actually look it afterwards according to your choice and according to your things. Right. So great. This is how you make up the column here. Now, setting up the color, I did told you. Setting up the size, I had told you. Size, I hadn't told you, right? Let me show you the size. Okay, let me make up a new sheet here. And let's say I am having up the size. For this size, I can take up the rating. And I would just drop that rating to the size option. See, it showed me the rating like that right away. It's one of the ratings which we are having. Other than I could just take up the installs and put that here over my rules. So see, as soon as the as soon as ratings are increasing, right, the size of this particular is getting increased. As far as the ratings are getting decreased, so size of this particular dots or points, whatever you say, are as well getting up decreased. So again, now I would say it depends upon to the sizes, right? According to the size, it's giving us you the plots, right? So that is the idea. Now for now, I would just remove up these columns and this particular one as well. Label at tool, detail and tooltip, these are as well, like let's say you want to drag up some dimensions or measures here and you want some more options. So you can click here for some more options as well. Right, and detail is as well similarly. You can drag your dimensions or your measures in this detail option. So yeah, you can just simply do up those particular things right away like this here, so that the things which you are having in that can be made in onto a proper and a clearer way. Right, that's the thing. Now that was above. See, these are your categoricals, right? This Android version, app category, content rating, current version, genres, installs, type, measure names. These are all of your categoricals. Down the line, you are having price, rating, review, size, measure values, Google Play Store, 2v2 count. So these are all of your numericals. So in numericals, almost everything is same with the categoricals only. One thing that comes up here is that you can set up your own measure value. That is a respective one more thing which you can just do that accordingly, that you can set up a measure value for yourself, right? Like the sum or the average or the mean, the median or standard deviation, any percentile you want. So all of those particular things can be done up onto your numericals, not onto your categoricals. Right. So yeah, that's the idea about the particular Tableau. I just told you about some many features in this particular Tableau, and we even discussed upon making up the dashboard. So if you make any changes in any of the plots, so it directly reflects onto your dashboards, right? We made up different sheets, and we had just combined those sheets for making up a dashboard. So yes, this is actually how these dashboards are made in real as well. Different sheets are there. Those sheets are made. The data is being cleaned. The sheets are then made out. And after making up of the sheets and cleaning up of the data and those particular things, you just combine up all of those particular sheets into one workbook, and that workbook becomes up as a dashboard for you. So this is the respective method only for making up the dashboards here onto the Tableau. So I was having some sheets. Let's say now right away I'm having this sheet number 6. I could drag that and drop it up here. Oh, not like that. One second. I don't want that to be plotted up like this. like this, or I could just simply, no, one second, let me do Control Z. Okay, the size versus content rating we were having. Let if I just take up this sheet number 6 and drop it up here. So see, this particular one as well had been added in for me. Now in my sheet 6, if I open that out, I hadn't changed up the name. Let's see if I change up the name here accordingly. It is GEN, generous versus it is size, right? Generous versus size. Select that out and do the bold option and click over the okay. Now if I go to my dashboard, this change will automatically reflect that is generous versus size. This one is automatically reflecting up here. So that's what is generous versus size, these particular options. Like this is how your completely Tableau gets updated time to time. And these are the things how you can just put it up here. 1 second, I would just remove up this particular thing. Great, yeah. Now these looks up a detailed view, a detailed manner of making up the dashboards, of making up different sheets, and actually how these particular things can be made out, right? We plotted category versus price, we plotted category versus ratings, then we plotted rating versus type, year versus rating, size versus content rating, and the genres versus the size. So these were some 6 plots which we did made on, and just we simply combined up all of those, and right away we just had completed making our full dashboard. Right, that yes, it is the only clear idea, and this is the method only, that how do you make up the dashboards here right away onto the Tableau. So it's one of the most one more thing is there, as soon as you make the changes onto your sheets, those changes automatically gets reflected onto your Tableau. So while making up any changes onto your plots or onto your graphs, you should make sure that whatever the changes you're gonna make, that will automatically be reflected onto your particular dashboard as well. Right, so hope I am pretty much clear with this particular dashboard thing and all of the particular things with you all regarding the making of this particular plots in the Tableau and rest all of those things. Right, so this is all for this video. Till then, thank you and take care.